Hey guys, Amy Thomas here, and today we're going to get a little deeper into email marketing. I went over in the previous video why mixing in with other marketers isn't the best idea, how sending the exact same swipes as everybody else and the exact same pitches all the time was a bad idea. So we're going to go a little deeper into how to deliver value 24/7 like I talked about so that you can sell a lot more products even if you don't have a massive list. So we're going to focus on the quality of those leads and providing value to them as opposed to the quantity. We don't just want to buy and go through our list over and over again. We really want to learn how to baby that list and take care of them. So let's get started. So there's a few things that we're going to go over, and you might be wondering how this training is going to help you. So number one, it's going to help you to be recognized as a leader in whatever niche you're in. So regardless of whether it's network marketing, affiliate marketing, or any of those things, learning how to create emails that are engaging, people are going to look to you as the leader in that niche. It's going to increase your lifetime customer value, which is very, very important. You're going to need less leads to make money. People are going to like you. They're going to trust you. It's going to allow you to charge higher prices or sell higher ticket offers as well. Once people buy lower tier products for you and they realize that you're really here to help them and not just take your money, they will, invest in you in a lot higher products or a lot higher offers. It will allow you to convert those freebie seekers into buyers. A lot of people, have given freebie seekers a bad rap, and I really don't think that myself. There's lots of people out there that are just really skeptical when they see that you're willing to help them. Those are the ones that tend to convert and will buy from you in the future. You're going to stand out from 99% of the marketers out there. This is very, very important. You are going to find your core group of customers. There is going to be a group of people that will follow you, everywhere you go, and that's great to have. The other thing is you can revive a dead list. So if you've been doing this for a little while, but you're not seeing results, we're going to talk about why you need to put value out to that marketplace. And if you do already have that list, we can revive that list. And there's no need to ever use hype. Be genuine, be yourself, be transparent. People are either going to love you or they're going to hate you. And, you want to find the ones that are going to love you for who you are. So that's really important as well. So moving on, I just want to go over why building trust is so very, very important. It positions you as a leader and not a follower. So it makes you look like you are the one that, is at the top of the leaderboard. People will trust you, especially if you're giving them information on a consistent basis. It can position yourself as a leader in many sub-niches as well. I'm going to say this. You never want to mail for other affiliates. They will spam your list. This is a given. So if someone offers you something to mail to your list, if you are a leader, do not do it. I am telling you that right now. Because you will lose a lot of trust, which in turn will lose a lot of money on your end in the long run. Building that trust, it allows you to sell without using any of that hype. You can just be yourself and be genuine. When people like you and they trust you, they're going to buy from you. You always want to over-deliver. What I mean by that is you always want to give people more than what they're expecting. You want people to feel like they've literally stole things from you because you've given them so much information to use. And the other thing is you really want to share your stories. You want to share your background, your beliefs and stuff like that. Those are who, the people who relate to you and can resonate with your story are going to be the core group of your customers. So it's really important to tell your story. I've had people say, well, I don't have a story. Everybody has a story. So, whether it's just what you believe in or things that come up, tell those things, to your list and to your subscribers, and really let them get to know you. Be completely transparent and build that relationship. It will build a lot of trust in the end. All right, so I just want to, I'm going to actually break this down for you into the different types of emails that you can send to help build that trust and build that rapport with your list. I've had a lot of people coming to me asking me, what do I send my list, or how do I come up with the stuff that I send my list? And I've had a few coaching students as well who can't seem to get in contact with their list. It's like they're afraid to send emails. So I'm going to go over some of the different types of emails that you can send. I'll give you some examples so that you have something or a template to kind of work off of, and hopefully this will help you out a lot. So let's get started here. So the first type is sharing your beliefs. I know we talked about this. It helps to build relationships with people who agree with you. So as I said before, some people will hate you. That's the bottom line. It's just the way it goes. But some people will love you. And you honestly, you want to repel the kind of people that hate you anyway, because you don't want to work with that type of people. The point of doing something like this or doing this type of business is to work with people that you absolutely love to be around. So if people aren't seeing eye to eye, if you're not the same kind of person and your beliefs aren't in line, there's a good chance that you don't want to work with them anyway. So it's always really great to build a relationship by sharing your beliefs. So an example would be subject. If you put, I get annoyed when marketers pitch me every day. And then you would put, do you agree? Every time I open my inbox, the same marketers are pitching me a new shiny object of the day. Let's be honest. Does this help anybody? I don't think so. You can go more into detail after that, but you're starting a conversation. So people who agree with you on that one, you're really going to get their interest up, and they're going to want to open more of your emails, and that's going to help build the trust as well. The next is story emails. Now, I'm sure you've heard the saying, stories sell, and it can't be more true. The purpose of a story email, again, it's just to engage, it's to build trust. People love to read a good story. So, any story that you can come up with, regardless of whether it's about you, you can model off somebody else. Maybe you have a great friend and they have a story to share. Anything like that, any type of story people love, and especially if it relates somehow to the network marketing or motivation or anything like that. So a subject would be my aha moment. People are going to know it's going to lead them to a story, and then you tell the story. About a year ago, I used to spam my list with a new offer after new offer after new offer. I thought this was what I should be doing because, let's be honest, I watched all the big marketers do the exact same thing. Can you relate? Again, we're asking a question here. One day, I decided to change things up a bit, and I started over-delivering on value and not pitching everything in sight. Once I did this, I noticed more people started to open my emails, and I made more money promoting one product that I truly, truly believed in. It was at that moment when the light bulb went off and I realized that I wasn't making as much money as I could be. It's a story. You're not trying to pitch them. You're just telling a story. People love this. So if you can create stories and somehow email them to your list, if you do these types of things often enough, it's going to build that trust. So this is another great example of a type of email, a story email. Ask emails. Now, the purpose of this is to get feedback or suggestions, things that you can work on, things that you can use in your marketing. So you want to create a subject line around, can you help me out? You need it to ask a question, ask people to help you. For the last week, I've been back and forth with creating a forum for my team members to interact and share feedback with each other. But I'm not sure if this is something you would even be interested in. Would you mind giving me some feedback and replying to this email? You can go a little farther with it. Ask them what they need help with. But those are the types of things that people really like. You're not pitching them. You're not asking them to buy from you. You're asking them for help. You're asking what they need help with, and you're getting them engaged and you're interacting with them. So ask emails. You should always send these once in a while just to get the interaction up. Bullet emails can actually be highly, highly effective as well, especially if you're trying to get a lot of information across in a short period of time, especially if you're talking about a webinar or something like that. So the purpose is to just let people know what they will learn or what they're about to see either on a sales page or in a webinar. It's to build up the anticipation quickly. So the subject would just be something along the lines of webinar tonight, how to use your story to sell more products and build a loyal following. Webinar tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, you're going to learn, and all you would do is list the stuff you're going to learn. You don't want full sentences, you just want bullets. So how to build trust by sharing your story, how to build your core audience, how to get people to like and trust you, how I was able to go from a broke nobody to guru status with this one simple trick. And you would leave it at that. You'd put the link to the webinar registration underneath it. It's given them enough information. They can click on it, and it will send them to the registration. I will point out here, and this goes kind of off topic, but if you're using your own landing page for a webinar registration form, make sure that it's congruent with what you have put here. You don't want this to read webinar tonight at 8 p.m. and list what you're going to learn, and then get to the webinar registration form and it say free Facebook training. Those two things don't go together. So just make sure, and I've talked about it in past things, that when you are, advertising something or talking about something in your email or in your solo ad or anything, make sure that the registration form, the landing page that comes in behind it, is congruent. Your opt-in rate will be a lot higher. So this is an example of a bullet email. They're highly, highly effective, especially when we're talking about registration for webinars and things like that. So you really want to put those out there as well. And then the next type is an engagement email. So your subject would be, you have to see this. Now, I'm sure you're starting to see a pattern here. Your subjects always really want to reach out and grab people. You want people to be opening your emails, obviously. So your subjects should be, something that's going to get them to open up those emails. As far as an engagement email, it's going to read something along these lines. I just posted a new lesson in the Facebook group to show you how I sponsored 5 people this week into my business completely free. You're going to want to see this because I can't even believe myself just how easy it is. Check it out here. And the link will go to whatever you want them to go to. So if you're going to a Facebook group, you're going to just link the Facebook group into the here, so that when they click on that, it takes them to the group. You use these for everything from a Facebook post that you want people to like and comment on. Maybe you want to drive them to a blog post that you've just recently published. You would do the same thing here. The point of these emails is to get traffic from the people who are on your email list to whatever you're trying to drive traffic to get them to comment, like, read your stuff, to create a better relationship and get, what you're offering in front of them. So that's the point of the engagement email. And then moving on, the next is an empathy email. It's to build empathy, it's to build trust, it's to get people to relate to where you're coming from. So the subject would be, I can't believe I just witnessed this, or something along those lines. Today I just witnessed a popular marketer insulting his customers and cussing at them on his Facebook wall. I don't know about you, but this just makes me cringe. Treating customers like this is just plain wrong. So you see what I've done here? I've created a picture in their mind. They're obvious. Anybody that doesn't agree with you on this one, if that's actually happening, there's something obviously wrong with them. So by putting this, you're going to get a lot of responses. You're going to get a lot of people thinking, "Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that she thinks this is wrong or he thinks this is wrong." And it just creates that relationship. In no way, shape, or form are you trying to sell them anything in this email. You're just pointing something out. You're saying, I can't believe this. You can even put a question at the bottom. Can you believe this? Do you agree with this? What is your take on this? Any of those things to get engagement out of it as well. So that's a really good type of email, just so people can relate to you on that aspect. Another one is admitting your flaws. Now, this is really, really good. The reason we do this is to show that you're human too, to help readers realize that they can do it too. Because if they're feeling how you're feeling, or they're feeling how you were feeling when you first started, and now they see that you have become successful in the industry, it's going to make them realize that it's perfectly normal for them to have fears or to have doubt. So a perfect example would be, the subject is I was scared shitless. Yes, I said it. Obviously, you probably shouldn't actually write that, but that's entirely up to you. And then the body would be something along the lines of, if you've seen my videos, I'm sure you can see that I'm confident, but it wasn't always like that when I started. I was so terrified I got drunk and I still couldn't seem to speak. It took me well over a month to be able to make my first video. This is a great one to use because most people struggle the most with video. Even if they get past the fact that they're on video, usually when they watch it back or they try to edit their first one, they freak out because they hate the way they look on camera. And honestly, that's perfectly normal. So by admitting that you had that problem as well, it makes them realize that even though they have this fear, that they can still overcome that fear and they can accomplish what it is that they're trying to accomplish. So admitting your flaws is a really, really good one as well. And then the next one is expose email. So you want to expose an issue or a common problem in the industry usually to build trust. This is really, really important. It makes people feel like you're outing something, or you're telling a secret that no one's supposed to know. So it makes them trust you even more. So an example would be, do you know why they do this? Did you ever wonder why when you open your inbox you see a bunch of marketers promoting the same offer? They don't do this because they care about you, or they think of the product as value. It's because it's a product launch where joint partners support each other. It's a you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back industry. So people are promoting products to you even if they know that they suck. This is why I left that industry. So when you say things like this, people automatically think, "Oh, okay. So not everything is a big secret." It just creates more trust. And at the end of the day, like I said, I know you're going to hear me say it over and over and over. It's about building trust. So an expose email is a good way to go about that. The next is what you hate email. So the purpose is to relate, to build trust, and to build anticipation for your own offer. Because at the end of the day, at some point, you do have to sell. So if you can create an email that not only sells but also builds trust, you're definitely on the right path. You don't want to drop your links in every email. I'll make that very clear. I think I've made that clear throughout, but this would be a perfect example. So in the subject line, I can write, "This really ticks me off. Every single day, people use fake scarcity tactics and hype to sell the new shiny offer. Not to mention they offer a new product every day of the week. This doesn't help me, it doesn't help you, and it's getting old. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to build trust with your audience and sell a lot of products without using these slime ball tactics. Register here." So then you would put, as I said, a link at the bottom that would link them to wherever you want to send them. So whether you're sending them to, if it's a Google Hangout, or maybe it's a webinar registration form, or whatever the case may be, that's where that would send them. So, you're relating with them. They're understanding where you're coming from. They probably feel 100% the same way, and they're going to register for your webinar, where you might just do training, or maybe you're going to sell them your own product. So that's where that comes in. The next is a scarcity email. Now, I hate to admit this, but sometimes you just need this in your email marketing. The purpose of this is to get people to buy. At the end of the day, you want to be building relationships and building trust, yes, but at some point you do have to sell. Otherwise, what's the point of building the list? So the purpose, yes, is to get people to buy. So the subject would look something like this. Only spots left at this price. As you know, I just launched my coaching yesterday at the discounted price. The only reason I am doing this is to get some early testimonials before I raise the price and officially go live with the offer. If you want to get in on this now for $500, make sure you grab your spot now. Once that spot is filled, I am shutting the doors until I launch and the price goes up to $1,000. Grab your spot here. So you're creating urgency and people want to get in. Everybody loves a discount, myself included. Everybody loves a discount. So if you've already built the trust up and they already feel like you have over delivered and over given them value in the past, chances are they're going to want to work with you. So the fact that they're going to get a deal on that makes it even more enticing. So that's a good example of why you would use an email like this. A shock email. So the purpose is to shock people. It builds trust again, and it gets people's attention. Sometimes can pull people in that maybe were on your email list but weren't really following you per se. They opened your emails once in a while, but they didn't pay too much attention to them. Sometimes a shock email can really reel those types of people in. So it would be something along the lines of, they disowned me for this, or I can't believe this just happened, something along those lines. And it would read something like this. I recently made the choice to get out of product launches and promoting a new shiny object every day of the week. My inner circle that I was a part of said I was an idiot for getting into network marketing and that it's a scam. However, I feel the same way about the business model that they were doing, and I only wanted to focus on helping people and my subscribers, and I feel this is the best decision for myself and for my followers. You're bringing them into your world. You're saying that you left the other gurus, or you're left, the other people that you mastermind with because you didn't agree with them, because you feel that something else is better for them, the people that you are talking to. And it's kind of shocking because it makes them feel like, oh, wow, we really are important. So I do send these out once in a while, not very often, but like I said, it can really reel a few other people in, and they'll start engaging with you that maybe otherwise you wouldn't be able to engage with or communicate with on a regular basis. So you do want to send something along these lines out once in a while. The call me email. Sorry, I got really excited about this one. The purpose of it is to build trust, and it helps to push people over the edge. Or you can use it as an upsell strategy, whatever works. So you would be like, hey, call me. I know you've been on my email list and you've been reading my emails, but you haven't joined me yet. If you're on the fence about getting started, I'll be in my office until 4 today. Feel free to give me a call at, enter your phone number. Yes, that's my phone number. And we can go over any questions that you might have. If you're ready to get started, then join me here. So what you would do is you'd offer them to give you a call. You also would probably put, when you say then join me here, you'll probably put a link for them just to join you directly without calling. But I love it when I do this because you always get a few people who email you back and say, can I really call you? Well, of course you can call me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have sent the email. So it just becomes, there's still people out there that, yes, they're on your email list, but they're still not comfortable with joining people or texting or, Facebook messaging, however you contact people without talking to someone first. So by opening that up and giving them the opportunity to give you a call and talk to you personally, it definitely can create a lot of buzz and a lot of times create many sales just off that one email. So I always suggest throwing that email out there once in a while, just to get the engagement and get people talking. And the next one is a discounted offer. So the purpose of this is to make a lot of sales. So like I said, your emails should be based around providing value and always over delivering, but at some point you do have to sell. So here's an example of a good one. A discounted offer to make a lot of sales. Subject, buy one of my products today and get the other 9 for free. I just wanted to let you know about a special sale I'm having this weekend where I'm going to let you get all 10 of my products for the price of just my YouTube course for $47. I will be shutting this down at Sunday at midnight. Grab your discounted price here. This is a great way to make a lot of sales fast. So whether they're, you're giving away all of your products, whether you've broken them all up, it doesn't really matter. And then you would just put a link to your sales page, and that way they would be getting all of your products. Now, I want to point this out. If you're going to use scarcity in combination with this by saying, I will be shutting this down Sunday at midnight, make sure you shut it down Sunday at midnight. There is nothing worse than, someone who doesn't buy this and then they go and they look on Monday and it's still available. They still don't buy it. The next time you offer something like this, they're going to call you out on it. So take it down. That's not to say that if someone messages you the next day, you can't offer it to them through some other link, but take the buy it now button, or take that offer, that sales page down, or increase the price on that sales page in the end. You want people to trust you. If you are saying it is only until midnight, then it is only until midnight. That's going to build trust. Don't kid yourself. People are going to come back and check to see that you shut it down at Sunday at midnight. So make sure you do that. Again, an amazing offer. The purpose of this is just to get a lot of people to buy. So you want to create an offer around A, something no one else would be doing, and B, something that's irresistible. So something would be, I'm going to build your list for you. How would you like to have a list of 500 subscribers built for you? I'm even going to create your squeeze page, create a free product for you to give away, and drive all the traffic. If you don't get 500 subscribers, I will give you your money back. I only have room for 5 people. Grab your spot here, and you're going to link to your sales page. So this business, no doubt, takes work. It takes work to build up that list, but some people who haven't even started may not ever want to join a business opportunity. Maybe they already have their own business opportunity, and so they're not really getting leads or getting things to ends to meet. So they're obviously going to be a little bit hesitant if they're having a hard time getting leads for their current business to join you in your business. So by offering something a little bit different, something like this, for whatever price you want to offer it to, it's going to help start their email list right off the bat. So however you want to do that. So creating some sort of amazing offer gets a lot of people hooked as well. And then we're on to a proof email. Now, the purpose is to prove your knowledge, show you can produce results, and to build trust with your audience as well. I don't send these out very often, but I do send them out once in a while. And the reason is people need to see other people getting results. They need to know that it's not just you that's getting results, but that other people are getting results too. So the subject could be 200 subscribers in 24 hours for $40. I just added 200 laser targeted subscribers to my list in 24 hours, and this isn't low quality solo ad subscribers either. I did a full case study here on my blog. So what you would do is you would create a page in your blog and link to it here, providing, so any type of proof email will work. Whether you're showing proof of income, which I really don't like, but sometimes it has to be done. You're showing proof that other people are getting results. I really like to do this a lot. You would create a case study around this 200 subscribers in 24 hours and how you did it, so that you can show other people how easy it is to do. And then maybe they can pick up some tips from you. Whether they're buying something from you now or not, it doesn't really matter. You're creating that trust by doing this. And then the last one is to point out a big problem. And when I say point out a big problem, I mean something that a lot of people are struggling because if there's a lot of people having the same problem, there's a good chance that the majority of the people on your email list are having the same problem as well. So the purpose is to build trust, point out a problem, provide a solution. That's key. So the subject could be something along the lines of can't rank with YouTube. Today somebody asked me in my Facebook group, Amy, how do you dominate YouTube so easily? As I started talking to him, I realized he was trying to master 5 different sources at once, and then I spotted the problem. My reply is you can't master 5 traffic sources at once, but when you learn to dominate one thing, it becomes very easy. So in today's blog post, I am going to show you exactly what to do to dominate in Google and YouTube. Check it out here and then link to your blog post that has the content on it that shows people how to rank in Google and YouTube. It's very, very simple. It also creates engagement, gets people to where you want them to be, and it is offering a solution to a problem that many, many, many people are going to have. So I hope that helps. This is a great way to do it. I've broken down different types of email for you as much as I can. So if you're still afraid to email your list at this point, I hope you're not, because I've given you many different examples. I don't even care if you copy some of them and use them as your own. For any of you that are in my download line, I tell you to do that all the time anyway. For those of you that are, it doesn't matter. If you want to use them, use them. I hope you got value out of this. If you have any questions, shoot me an email or add me to Facebook if you haven't yet and send me a message, and we can talk more about that there. So anyway, hope you got value, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.